I just showed up at a installation I'm doing today at a local Spokane microbrewery, Iron Goat. It's one of my favorite places in Spokane to install. The next 2 months, I get to do two of my favorite places. This month, I'll be doing the Iron Goat, and next month, I'm going to be doing First Avenue Coffee. Both of them have risen to the top as far as my installations go and showing my art because they have great walls. Iron Goat has brick walls, and I don't care what you have or what you do. When you put a nice piece of art against a brick wall, it just freaking is awesome. And next month, First Ave, they actually have really white walls, and it just really makes everything pop. But installed in Iron Goat last year and was great. It was fantastic. It was during Food Week. It was a great opportunity. Got a lot of exposure. The nice thing about this month is we have a big museum gallery showing coming up soon called Terrain for 10 to 15 different pieces, and that they have preset hangers. So they have wire hangers already available inside, so you don't have to go and punch holes in walls and stuff like that. So as you're watching this video, note the difference between that and just a very manual install where you're having to go in and pre-install and pre-set up so that it makes it easy on the installation artists. So anyway, welcome to my day, and I hope you enjoy the video. So I've concluded installing my art in Iron Goat, and I just wanted to give you a quick look at what I was talking about, the hanging system that they're using, and you can see it behind me, right up here. The wires, they're preset. You can adjust them. You can adjust them to the sizes you want. You don't have to worry about drilling and stuff, and it gives you the ability to just kind of level out and hang your paintings. So when you find these kind of places, it's a lot easier to do the installs and a lot less effort. So it turns out really clean. You can kind of size how tall each is falling on the wall. And remember, there are key things you want to do when you do an art hanging. You want to put the brightest thing farthest from the door that they're entering from, so that you can actually pull them into the room, and they will pass all the rest of the art that you put up. But you want them to follow that one piece that's going to be across the room, that's going to give them that draw in. So in concluding, I just finished up the install at Iron Goat. What I would tell you is there's some factors that you want to play into when you do an install. One is, do you want to interact with people while you're doing it? It takes twice as long if you do, but there is some self-serving advertising that goes on when you do that. So it's not a game stopper if you do. It's actually an opportunity to engage. You know, today I had several people, different age groups. One was a younger couple, probably 40s, and they were like digging it, and they wanted to know what inspired me, what kind of music I followed, you know, what inspired the specifics to this one painting, to this painting, to that painting. And then I had an older group of people. It was like 4 of them. Looked like they were just out having a fun lunch date, and oh, that's very unique, and that kind of stuff. And you're like, oh, okay, trigger words, you know, those are things that people are like, may not be their style of art, but they were very engaged in me, and they wanted to know more. So it's not an all lost when you meet people outside of your calling, your group, your avatar. It's an opportunity to, one, work on how you handle those situations with people who are not necessarily seeing the same thing you see. But it's also a chance to kind of missionary what you are doing. You know, you're trying to advertise, hey, I think outside the box. I don't conform to what traditional art looks like. I do unique individual stuff. Those things are all important too. So it's never a losing situation if you can find that silver lining to whatever it is. None of those situations that I talked about today on the install were negative. They were all positive, but again, I've been here for 2.5 hours, and I normally do about a half an hour install, maybe an hour at the max. I also grabbed a bite to eat and did some advertising, promoting based on Instagram. I always try to pull in, if it's a beer place, if it's a food place, if it's a, whatever their focus is, I try to pull in something that they do so that I can get that win-win situation for the artist, for me, and two, the host, the venue that I'm going to be showing in. So today, Iron Goat, that's a brewery. They do food and they do beer. So I will show you what my art looks like photography-wise to promote them and me at the same time. Thanks. Have a great day, and we'll talk soon.